Hello, stream. Hi, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. As you guys can see today, we are playing some Genshin Impact. The new update came out for Snezhnaya, and I am very excited. So hopefully you guys are gonna enjoy stream today. It's gonna be a lot of good stuff we got going on here. All right, so first up is us looking at the new character that came out. Okay, she looks kind of cool. I did see some stuff about her on online pretty much, and I just kind of wanted to see if I like her for myself. Like she's supposed to be good with like I think stellar teams, and so since I already have uh some stellar team comps and stuff, I wanted to go ahead and maybe see if I can pull her today. Gotta make sure to claim all the rewards too. Okay. Also, if I do need to be turned up or turned down, for like volume purposes, just let me know, guys, and I'll be more than happy to do that. You said you cleaned your casket, as you should, as you should. I'm so glad you cleaned that casket, so now you got more room to put stuff. All right. Um, let's look at some of the events they got going on here. Yeah, the main shebang, the thing that everybody is gonna definitely be here for, which is gonna be the story for the Everwinter Without Mercy. I hear that the Traveler's supposed to be getting a blicky for real, and he gets a new sword that's kind of broken right now, so I'm kind of here for it.
All geared up.
Ooh, we get a free Alyosha. Nice. Okay, looks like new bosses. Okay.
All geared up.
Kind of excited for this. All right, so we're gonna definitely have to do that. Let me check and see what I need to do today here. So of course we need to do dailies. It's gonna be like done in like 3 seconds. I'm not gonna lie to you. Then of course we want to do the Archon quest here, and I believe we're gonna also do some pulls here on stream as well. So we got a lot to do today, guys. Got a lot to do today. All right, so I guess we'll go ahead and start that main quest line here. Go ahead and get that started. And just go from there. You said you're putting yourself in it. It's gotta match his pad and pillows. As it should. Look, you have to have a fancy ass casket. I don't care what anybody says. My casket gonna cost like $30,000 plus minimum.
What is she planning? And why does she need the nosies? Soon, we'll have our answers. Guess this'll be the end of your journey that your sister mentioned. What is she expecting you to find there?
I was gonna say something funny, but I decided against it.
Hopefully, there'll be plenty of time to relax, eat some good food, and have fun before we arrive. Oh, but whenever Paimon gets thinking about how our destination is right around the corner, all these questions come flooding into Paimon's head. It makes her so nervous.
Yeah, it's definitely been a long time coming. This has been a long ass story, so we definitely are getting towards that end where we wrapping everything up.
Yeah. Anyway, enough about all that. We can't start the final leg of our journey with that kind of mindset. Just think, we've fought dragons and sea monsters, defeated creations of the gods, faced prophecies of doom and the threat of the abyss. Heck, we
All
Sure
right.
thing. Now, stick close to Paimon, the best guide you could ever ask for, and let's charge straight for the finish line. Off we go!
What about me? Do I get a call out?
Whoa! Columbina? Huh, you kind of snuck up on us there. Don't look at Paimon. Paimon didn't sell you out this time. Oh, so it was you. All right, guess there's no hiding it now.
All your friends have gathered at the flagship to see you off. I
Damn, we
invited
have a whole
Cinderella
going away
too,
party for real? That's
but she
crazy.
said she had to go back to Snezhnaya. She must be busy. She had some nasty things to say about you before leaving. Would you like to hear them?
As always.
She hasn't changed a bit. All right, let's hear it.
If they're heading to Snezhnaya, I'll bet it's to cause trouble for Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Attending a farewell party for people like that would not be a good look for me right now. Also, please tell them not to count on getting help from a Fatui Harbinger in Snezhnaya. Our time working together was not terrible, precisely, but we're on different sides. So when you get there, don't do anything to make life difficult for both of us.
Well, that definitely sounds on brand for her. The attitude, the reasoning. All right, we'll do our best to keep our distance then.
No, you've misunderstood. I think she means that she'd like you to go see her.
That didn't sound like that, but sure, I guess. Also, guys, if you are or if you do play Genshin Impact, I do have drops on. So, if there's anything that pretty much you can get from the drops, you'll be able to get them here on this stream.
As long as you don't make things difficult for both of you, you'll be fine.
You know, it's kind of hard to ask for with a traveler.
Really have to read between the lines with Centrone.
Go on, get to the flagship. Everyone should be there by now. I told Lama that you once treated me to a truly unforgettable meal. Today, I want to return the favor. It's my gift to you.
It's definitely nice to be treated, but hopefully by this point, you know that you don't owe us any favors.
Right.
Hmm.
We've been through too much shit
Maybe
together,
I
guys.
will
Honestly.
always give you a warm welcome.
Yeah, I'm super excited about this. This is gonna be like, this is what we've been waiting like 5+ years for. Like, we've been waiting for this. Such high anticipation right now for this. Okay, I'll be quiet so you can see the cutscene.
Wow! Pure white as far as the eye can see. It's so pretty. Come on, keep up. Look! They look similar to the ones in Notcry. You know, just minus the effects of Kuvaki. That's a sure sign that we're officially in Snezhnaya now.
Yeah, it's like the grand music started playing.
There's gotta be a treasure chest around here somewhere. No adventure is complete without a chest or two. Paimon got a mouthful of snow. Ooh, it's so cold. Paimon's gonna snuggle up to you for a bit to get warm.
Yeah, from what I saw in like the trailers, it's gonna be some crazy thing dealing with like all this weather and all that. I'm not sure if it was like originally cold in Snezhnaya necessarily, but I guess the story's gonna help us figure that out.
Those are bears, right? Aw, look how big and fluffy they are.
Yeah, until they try to eat you.
Quick, take a picture before
Okay, so I guess I gotta break out my camera here. Wait, is it not gonna let me do the regular camera, or do I? Oh, I have to stay at a specific spot and take a picture. Okay, I gotcha.
Let's see how your camera skills are these days. Whoa, wait a sec. Paimon sees something. Come on, quick. It looks like a train carriage. Paimon's heard that Snezhnaya has loads of railways and trains. This must be one of them. But why is it abandoned? Ooh, it's still so cold. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe. Ooh. Also, is it just Paimon or is the snow getting heavier?
Oh man, it's happening already, y'all. Already.
Thanks for offering, but this isn't just the weather. It's hard to describe, but Paimon feels so weird. She's never felt like this before. Everything feels heavy. Getting kinda dizzy, too.
Oh boy.
Oh, no need. Paimon's just feeling a little low on energy. That's all. It's nothing serious. Not worth ruining our travel plans over. Yep, sure thing. Snezhnaya, here we come.
Yikes. She sounds like she's feeling like super bad. And of course we have like the ice gaze that we did back on like the mountain back in like Mondstadt area. So we gotta our asses into somewhere.
Like the snowstorm is getting worse by the minute. Paimon can barely fly.
Oh, and then we got some new mats right here.
Oh, look! There's a cabin over there. Phew. Let's get out of this storm.
I hate that in like cutscenes they don't like keep his actual outfits on that you put on him. Oh boy. Ain't that some shit already.
What is this place? Where's Paimon? I need to find her fast. Paimon! Paimon!
Imagine getting shoved off a bridge just by the wind itself. So that's some strong ass wind.
Where could she be? I guess I'll try further.
Not Welcome to the Mountain of Eternal Winter. It might as well be that at this point. I feel like this part of the story is gonna get super dark for real though.
Is that a train carriage? Maybe I can get up from the inside. I'll keep this close.
Definitely got fire right here. There's like literally no way that you can climb this thing for real. There we go.
It says here, Kresnik's torch, civilian model. It's definitely getting a little warmer now it's turned on. I really hope Paimon's okay.
Yeah, so remember the name Kresnik's torch because that's gonna definitely be more important later on from what I saw in like the trailers.
What was that strange sound? I can't tell if... Paimon? Paimon, is that you?
Incoming entity detected. Authorization granted. Initiating original. Hello, Descender, who's reached the eve of tomorrow. Eye of Gray at your service.
What the heck?
Since last activation, time measurement unavailable due to the influence of... Anyway, it must have been a very long time. I was born to fulfill a mission, to reach tomorrow. To this end, I must... Strange. What was it? Wait, my body? Huh? Why is my body like this?
So you weren't you weren't born like this?
I have been like this since I was created. And yet, I also have memories and an awareness of a physical form that I once had. But this contradicts my current status. Anyway,
And this is
I was
crazy.
created so that humanity could reach tomorrow. But I am unable to load further details at this moment. Nevertheless, serving humanity remains my primary objective. I have detected a drop in your surface body temperature. You cannot remain active in this state for much longer. In accordance with my preset programming, upon reactivation, I must ask the one who awakened me the following question. Will you accept me, Transcender? I will assist you, protect you, and fulfill my mission until we reach tomorrow.
What if you put no thanks? Like they're gonna make me do it anyway because I'm the main character. But you know, it would be funny if I did actually. You know what? The shock on his face was like, no.
Understand your position. However, given your current physical condition, I must suggest that you reconsider.
Also, you said bro climbed this wall. He was like he was Spider-Man.
Presumably that of
Yeah.
a missing companion? If you agree to accept me, after helping you get out of here, I will search for said companion and pinpoint their location. To answer your question, yes.
I told you they were gonna find a way for me to get roped into this shit.
You have made a very wise decision. Now that we have reached an accord, you will be my new user. May I ask your name? Very well. I will remember this name until the mission is complete. I need to recover my body, retrieve the power to unlock tomorrow, and help the suffering masses to reach the far shores where the empty ark floats. I can sense my power scattered across this ice-covered land. I even have a vague sense of where it might be found. But right now, that is not essential. The key right now is you. You must survive and reunite with your companion.
Right. Okay. So you have to remove the ice.
You may now execute the command, Demolish. Use it to remove the prime ice blocking the path and obtain prime ice unit count has been updated.
Oh, this is gonna be really interesting. Okay.
You may now execute the command, Build. Use it to create a prime ice construct to prop up the door.
A aboard on the road.
Yes, I have the thing.
Scanning local environment. Exit has been sealed off with ice. That would not be an efficient approach. One moment. Usable construct blueprint detected nearby. You can use this to clear the solid ice ahead of you more quickly.
Well, what the heck is that? Okay, so this is gonna be a bunch of ice we can just like take. Just going around deleting stuff in the world is actually kind of crazy. Okay, so we can build a basic heat source out of this ice stuff. That's kind of crazy. What? Okay, cool.
Construct blueprint added to records. You may now execute the command build heat source. Generate a temporary heat source to rapidly melt the solid ice.
Well, this is definitely interesting. You can also pick it back up. Oh, you can take it with you. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Is this an answer from this world?
My scan indicates the path is straight ahead. I recommend we proceed.
Yeah, this is actually going to be kind of crazy. Oh, a new type of aura too.
Kresnik Crystal located. Please collect at your earliest convenience. The recent construct you built provides highly efficient heating by utilizing the unique properties of Kresnik Crystal. Unfortunately, prime ice constructs have a very short lifespan and cannot be stabilized during the development period. Hence, the authorization to use Kresnik Crystal was granted. That said, I have already forgotten what warmth feels like. Yes, perhaps then we can warm ourselves by the fireside together. But for now, all you need to remember is this. If you collect Kresnik Crystal, I can extract the energy within and use it to maintain your body's surface temperature.
Okay, that's interesting. So it's bitter cold of the land of ice and snow. So pretty much we don't want to sit around too long because if we do, we're gonna pretty much die.
Please use Kresnik Crystal to replenish energy reserves. Signs of physiological activity detected in the distance. It is highly likely to be your travel companion, Paimon. Go.
Some
Be reunited and sing together.
not sing together.
May all
What?
people be united as one. May all of life rejoice in unison.
This entity is very strange, I will say.
Approaching the target location, scanning for signs of life. Life forms detected. 2. Affirmative. However, is not the reason for my confusion. According to my database, this location is a train station, meaning the number of life forms is unusually low. Real-time environmental data suggests that the train station may no longer be in use. But whatever the situation, please exercise caution.
Paimon!
Oh boy. Oh, it's the big man. Ah, one of the main Fatui Harbingers.
Don't worry. She's only sleeping. You must be the Traveler. She called your name repeatedly while attempting to battle her way through the blizzard. Newcomers to Snezhnaya struggle to adapt to the sheer cold at the best of times. Lately, even the locals are suffering, with a powerful monster having summoned a bitter snowstorm.
Hmm. Interesting. He's
You two must be
he's Conrian.
very important to one another. You should take more care not to get separated.
Your eyes. Are you Conrian?
There are indeed some Conrians left in this world who survived the cataclysm. But I doubt that is news to you. It would be unwise to interrogate my identity here. Focus your attention on your travel companion instead. We will meet again very soon.
I hope that dude does become a playable character for real. He does seem kind of
The
sick.
unidentified subject has now left the area. He appears to be an individual of great significance, but my search has yielded no relevant data. I will try searching the database again. Against the odds, your companion is safe and sound. The other person even left a blanket for her.
Traveler! Oh, thank goodness you're okay. Paimon was so worried. She looked everywhere for you.
It's okay. Take it easy. Are you feeling alright?
Pretty much the same as when we first got to Snezhnaya. Paimon must have caught a cold. She was feeling so faint. She just couldn't keep going any longer. So she had to lie down and sleep it off. Wait, where did the jester go? Yep, the director of the Fatui.
So yep, that is Piero.
Jester Piero. So, you met him?
The Jester must know everything about the Tsaritsa's plans. But there's no way he'd tell me just like that. We might well have ended up clashing. Well, he was right about one thing. Right now, the most important thing for me is to take care of Paimon while she's unwell.
He had no intention of explaining his motives, and he left in something of a hurry.
Hey! What the? Who is that? It looks like half a pair of goggles. How amazing! A self-aware, talking pair of goggles.
Snezhnaya was once the land of the Fae. There are many ancient creations here that I'm sure would broaden your mind further still. Mind you, my database is also expanding as we speak. You must be a rare creature yourself.
Oh, wow!
Until this day, we still don't know what the heck Paimon is, except for emergency food.
You learned yourself some of Paimon's favorite
instead of candy, perhaps I can suggest my preferred strategy. Please clean me regularly to keep me operating at peak efficiency.
Oh, that makes sense. Every pair of goggles needs wiping clean once in a while. Sure thing, mister. Anyway, back to the jester for a second. Paimon's still confused about something. When he first showed up, he already knew Paimon's name. And he acted like he expected Paimon to know who he was, too. Paimon could tell that he was Conrian from his eyes. And he definitely seemed like someone pretty important. But beyond that, Paimon didn't know anything about him.
Okay, just like as a quick synopsis of the situation, you know, that's happening right now. So when we first found Paimon, we fished her out of the lake and she lost her memories before she ended up in that lake. So I truly doubt she remembers anything about anything, right? And with him, he probably remembers her from her life maybe before. So this is probably going to be pretty interesting to finally understand who Paimon probably actually is.
It was only later, after he rescued Paimon from the snow, that he properly introduced himself. That's the...
Hmm.
Seems unlikely. He ran into the snow following the sound of Paimon's voice, with a really anxious expression on his face. He didn't act like someone who knew she would be here in advance. And after bringing Paimon here, he just stared out at the snow. He didn't do anything to Paimon at all. In fact, he barely said anything. Wouldn't even answer any of Paimon's questions either. Paimon didn't feel unsafe around him, and he didn't seem to have any ulterior motives.
Now,
For all we know, he might have just ignored Paimon's questions so she'd give up and go to sleep.
I will say this, right? So we've already have established in Genshin's lore, right, that when it comes to the Saritsa and the Fatui, they portrayed themselves as the bad guys because they only do stuff that no one else is willing to do, right? They're only there to get their hands dirty because nobody else is like willing to get their hands dirty, right? And so when it comes to the Fatui, a lot of the Fatui, like high up people, we've made friends with because they're not really inherently evil. They all have their own motives for being a Fatui harbinger. And all of them are not from Snezhnaya. They all went to there for whatever reason that they, you know, went there for. Because at least a couple of them are from Fontaine, which, you know, is the French region. And so with that being said, we don't really know what the entire reason why the Saritsa, aka the god of this region, is doing what she's doing. She has something called Project Stuja, but we don't know what that is yet. So we're trying to figure out what the heck that is, who the heck is Paimon, where is our sister still, because we don't know where the heck she went. And then we're trying to figure out, like, how in the hell are we supposed to save the world for real? You said also, if I can't tell, you're already much delayed. No, you're absolutely fine. I'm just kind of explaining stuff for the people who may not follow with the storyline 100%. Because I don't stream this as much, so you guys won't know probably the whole story. You'll just know like bits and pieces. So I want to make sure that everybody's kind of caught up to where we are right now. So pretty much we just finished in the last huge update the Nod Cry chapter. And right now we're just trying to go and figure out what's going on over here in Snezhnaya. So that's kind of where we left off.
Please allow me to interrupt. Fatui and director are unfamiliar terms. May I ask for clarification?
Wait, you've seriously never heard of the Fatui? Oh, they're like the Saritsa's inner circle. Really powerful people. And the director is their boss.
Understood. Since they hold elite positions and serve their god directly, it stands to reason that they would conduct themselves with due decorum. I am inclined to agree with your assessment, Miss Paimon. I did not detect any ill will from the gentleman in question.
Well, that's at least good. If Paimon don't fall out
Sorry,
somewhere, we can
I
actually
shouldn't
thank
have
him.
encouraged you to talk so much. Paimon, new plan. Let's get out of Snezhnaya for now. We can come back after the weather clears up and you're all better. The jester mentioned that this snowstorm, being the work of a monster, is worse than most. Even if we made it to Snezhnagrad, we'd still have to wait out the storm before we could do any exploring.
Oh, well, it's really nice of you to look out for Paimon, but she doesn't want to hold you back. We were really psyched up for this journey when we first set off. Just think of all the burning questions we have. If we turn back now, who knows how long it'll take before we finally get answers.
Further information is required regarding the monster situation. But objectively speaking, there is another, more pressing issue at hand. At this point, we have traveled a significant distance into the blizzard. Were we to turn back now, the road would be extremely treacherous, especially since we would need to travel on foot. If, however, we continue onward, there may be a better solution. Do you remember what I said as we neared this location? I told you that this is a train station. While it has evidently fallen into disuse for unknown reasons, the tracks remain intact. We can break through the blizzard and forge ahead by driving a train. That is the Snezhnayan way. There is a small town up ahead, which would be the perfect place for Miss Paimon to rest and recover.
Paimon thinks Goggles here makes a great point. Let's do that.
Oh boy. Something tells me this is not gonna go the way we think it is.
Oh, come on. Don't worry. Think of all the traveling we've done so far. When has Paimon ever gotten sick before? Practically never. Because she's in great shape. Sure,
It don't sound like it now.
tired right now, but it's sure to clear up on its own.
Affirmative. Should you ever need my assistance during your future adventures, please call for the Eye of Grey whenever you wish. Otherwise, I will remain silent to avoid causing any unnecessary distraction. Now, please follow me to the train tracks.
A reward on the road.
This is gonna be a real interesting arc, let me tell you.
Please confirm when you are ready to depart.
Okay, so I guess we can just call the train there. So... Oh, they want me to go ahead and equip it from my inventory here. Let's see here. Inventory. Like, wouldn't it be here in my bag though, for real? Let me see. Yeah, it said I should be able to equip it from my inventory. Yeah, this is interesting. Trying to see if I can find where it is. Oh, here it is. Okay, got it. Got too much stuff in my inventory, guys. I've been playing this game for way too long. Too much stuff. The fact that it can actually call a train is crazy.
Heading north from here, we will soon arrive at... Wait, there's an error message. Could not detect clear tracks.
What exactly does clear mean?
That doesn't sound good.
For impact, friends. Preparing to enter impromptu flight mode.
Flight mode? Wait a minute. Aw, hell. Oh, wow.
How strange. Not only was the station's status different from my records, but even the railroads and the terrain itself have changed substantially.
Yeah. Thanks to your quick reflexes.
My sincere apologies for putting you in danger. I'm afraid I'm as confused by all this as you are.
Yeah, we do need to find a way to update that, because that is some dangerous stuff right there.
Agreed. This is likely a consequence of outdated railroad data. The discrepancies between the old data and present reality are far greater than I anticipated. Fortunately, our crash landing has at least brought us much closer to the town. According to the data, anyway.
Your data had better be right this time.
I can assure you, it certainly is. Please look this way, and you will see a Kresnik's torch. It seems our ill-fated train ride was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, we almost died on the way here. Jesus.
Rest assured that I will take user preferences into account next time I plan a route. Next time, I will get it right.
I don't know. Oh, what are these little fuzzy things over here? They roll up into balls. Oh my god, that's so cute. What the heck? I'm excited, guys. I'm excited.
Excuse me, is there an inn nearby?
I'm sorry, but they've all closed.
Oh boy. Not something gotta be sleeping on the streets, y'all. It's too cold for that.
Sorry to interrupt. We're looking for a place to stay.
I can't even afford to warm my own house, let alone run a business.
Oh, people are just so rude.
Excuse us. Is there anywhere we can stay around these parts?
I'm afraid not. You'll have to try your luck somewhere else. All we can do is wait for the next shipment of Kresnik Crystal to get here.
Hi there. Do you know if there are any inns still taking guests in this town?
Doubt it. They're probably all closed. No one has enough Kresnik Crystal to heat their own homes, let alone a business.
Oh, what a bummer.
I clocked you a while back. You adventurers or something? We don't get many tourists in inland Snezhnaya these days.
Why is that? Because of the snowstorm?
In part. But the bigger reason's Project Stuzha. Since it's Her Majesty's will, we have to put up with it whether we like it or not.
Yeah, this is what I was telling you guys about earlier, Project Stuzha. We don't know what the heck it is. We just know that it just keeps getting brought up every time.
Oh, sorry. I assumed it was common knowledge by now. Basically, the Tsaritsa is planning something big. Something that requires an enormous amount of energy. Even if they used all the surplus Kresnik Crystal in Snezhnaya, it still wouldn't be enough to meet demand. So, the Vetcha passed a resolution requiring all factories and households to reduce their energy consumption. The policy has thus been charmingly named Project Stuzha, meaning bitter cold.
Mm.
Cold. So, like, it's gonna be a cold winter, folks? You're all gonna have to find a way to get through it? That kind of idea?
Pretty much. When you're broke, you scrimp and save. When it's cold, you huddle together for warmth. There's always a way to stretch things out to make ends meet. Trouble is, if you stretch someone out like an elastic band for too long, who knows if they can ever bounce back. You know what? Come with me and see for yourself.
So people can't even afford to even run businesses right now because it's so damn cold. That's
Can you
crazy.
please explain to me why the price of Kresnik Crystal has gone up by a third again? Even as
Jesus.
our purchase quota has gone down. You only come here twice a month. This won't even last us a week.
The supply and pricing of Kresnik Crystal are based on current production volumes and price data.
And here we are, just
We
taking it from the
are only
outside.
responsible for delivery and security. I'm not in a position to explain to you how the figures are calculated, but I assure you, they are as fair and reasonable as possible.
Oh, so our lives mean nothing to you? How can you expect anyone to survive a single night in this weather without heating?
Yeah, that do sound about right.
Since you insist on making me repeat myself every single visit, I will remind you again. There is no monopoly on the trade of Kresnik Crystal. You are free to purchase the shortfall from elsewhere on the market.
What market? Nobody else is selling. And when they do, they charge 8 times the normal rate. It's robbery is what it is.
Which is why the Snezhnagrad Veche passed a resolution to support border communities, without which you wouldn't even be able to buy crystal from us to begin with. So if you're here just to argue, move aside and let the next person in line come forward. Everyone's feeling the cold here.
You...
All right, everyone, let's calm down for a second. A few words, if I may. We're all subjects of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, and I'm sure every one of us is dedicated to her great cause. We all know how cold it is, and the more it snows, the harder life gets. Everyone's struggling already. Let's not make things even more difficult for each other.
But Liaison Shishkin, there's clearly something wrong with this quota. I have a family in Marepasak who tell me they can buy at least double our crystal allotment.
Oh, believe you me, I had the same reaction when I first saw the numbers. Couldn't believe what I was reading. I even wrote a letter to confirm the true figures, but I'm afraid the quota really is as low as you've been advised. Still, you must understand that calculating these energy quotas is a complicated balancing act. They have to factor in population, town size, industrial application. Our top priority must be to keep the largest Kresnik's torch burning continuously. Only then can we sell the remaining crystal for household use, and in doing so, we must make sure that everyone is treated fairly. As our Fatui comrades said, they are only responsible for delivering the goods. They need to keep accurate records, and they do not have any authority to modify the rates or quotas.
That's right. Our duty is to do things by the book.
Tell you what, listen. I know how anxious and upset everyone is. As a matter of fact, I was just discussing it with the mayor. What we can do is open the lower combustion chamber of the Kresnik's torch to the public. You can come to me directly to register, and I will allocate time slots accordingly. I can't guarantee there'll be ample energy for household use, but we can at least make sure you'll be able to boil water and cook food each day. Let's hang in there and make this work together, all right?
Fine. I don't see any alternative.
So, this is Project Stuzha in action, huh? Oh, no wonder nothing's open for business. People are barely getting by.
Yeah, this is like a complete entire like clusterfuck. How it's just that's crazy. You said game audio is very low, by the way. You didn't know how low it was until you make sure your volume is adjusted, because last time you told me to adjust my stuff and you just had your stuff on max. So is it just too low this time? Sometimes I gotta ask you questions. I can't blow my own eardrums out. Because the game is pretty loud in my headset right now.
You were looking for an inn, right? For your, Fae friend?
Oh, Paimon's not a fae. Just Paimon. She must have caught a cold or something. We only just got to Snezhnaya, and we're still getting used to the climate.
I have a small place in Stratomaros. I don't stay there very often, though, so it's pretty basic. But if you're not picky, you're welcome to rest there for now. It's not much, but I've got blankets and a warm fire.
Are you sure? Oh, that's really kind of you.
All right, then. This way.
Hey.
Hello.
He a cool ass
I'm
homie
Roshan.
for real.
I'm a hunter. Though, if you've talked to any highwaymen, you might have heard a different side to my story. But anyway, let's keep that between us for now.
Okay. Okay. Let me see if I need to adjust on actual stream, or do I need to actually adjust in game. Let me see what my stream volume looks like. Alright, give me 1 second to do this, guys. Because definitely right now, we're just looking at cutscenes a lot of times, so it's not going to be, I didn't want to be too loud, because as soon as I start doing things like doing some grinding somewhere or anything like that, it's going to start kind of getting a little bit loud, so.
These bombs, so heavy.
Alright, how does it sound now? Looks like it's something up here that I can grab.
Da, da, da. Woo.
Oh, here it is. What's that? Oh, okay, so these are like the little, things for this region. The Cryoculus, nice. And we should probably also go grab the, thing over here for the map, so we can actually see where the heck we're going. You said your phone volume's at 10, but it goes up to 15? Well, hopefully this actually helps. If I need to turn it up a little bit more, I will. Also, I think I want to swap teams real quick before we get started. You said it's better for now? Okay, that's good. Let me know if I need to do some more adjustments at some point, and I will happily do so. I need to finish getting my Columbina up there, y'all. Kind of lacking for real. I'm never going to be able to pronounce any of these damn words, by the way, so that's already going to be a note for me. Okay, look how big this damn map is for this one area. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of exploring. Alright, so what I'm gonna do here is get over to this, and then we can just kind of go from there. Seems like it's up here.
Oh, so cozy and warm. Paimon's getting nice and toasty. Oh, wait. Paimon only introduced herself so far, didn't she? This is Paimon's best friend, the Traveler.
Good to meet you. I'm Alosha. Most travelers find the Snezhnayan climate to be a shock to the system at first. But as long as you keep yourself warm, you should be fine. Still, you should keep an eye on your condition. When people are too quick to dismiss a cold, it can easily end up turning into something more serious.
Don't say that. Paimon's too young for chronic health issues.
Not the chronic health issues. Oh my gosh.
They aren't in town right now, and they won't be back anytime soon. The train station has been closed ever since these power shortages began.
Oh boy.
I do a lot of hunting, so I spend most of my time exposed to the elements. But even the animals wouldn't survive long in a storm like this, let alone a hunter. Nothing to do but sit tight in town until the weather improves. I get that you're in a hurry, but even if the station were open, that doesn't mean there'd be any trains. We could end up stuck here for a long time, I'm afraid.
That I have my own train.
What? Your own train? Wait, hold on. That train? The one that suddenly fell out of the sky and crash landed on the ice?
Oh, we got lucky and found it in a cave. Oh, then our luck ran out and we had a little accident.
They're acting like it's like a pet train or something, guys. For real. Like, what the heck? Come on now. Pet train is crazy.
Pretty crazy for a random find in the mountains. Well, as long as your train's good to roll, you might get to Snezhnagrad after all. I've been doing some digging recently. Turns out, the real reason for the current energy crisis in Stratomaros is that some of the supply is being seized for a private stockpile. But to expose what's going on, I need to catch them in the act. So, I'm heading off to catch a rabbit.
Huh? Wait, a rabbit stole the crystal?
It's a figure of speech. Real rabbits couldn't pull this off. They'd prefer carrots to Kresnik Crystal anyway. Shishkin, Mr. Positive Attitude, let's all get along now, shall we?
Oh, wow.
Him? Really? Paimon never would have guessed.
Huh? You're coming with?
Yeah.
Oh, okay then. Just give Paimon a second to get ready. Alright. Guess there's no point pushing myself.
You know Paimon's really sick if she just doesn't even beg to go.
Stay here and hold the fort then. Be careful, you two.
Oh yeah, there's one more introduction to do. Tagarin, get in here.
It's a pupper. Oh my gosh.
Oh, a doggy.
We love puppers, guys.
Angry doggy. Oh, Tagarin doesn't like being petted then.
He likes to think he's above that kind of thing. He's my hunting partner, so he'll be joining us when we head out. Carrots aside, we'll need to stay completely undetected. We can't risk spooking our rabbit, or there's no telling which burrow he'll scurry back into. First, we need to find a way into the train station and see if we can find any real freight data. Shishkin's figures can't be trusted. Then, we get to Garin to catch a scent and find out which way the crystal went. What are you eating?
Oh, check it out. When you're all out of carrots, try jerky. Good
fellow dog lover, huh?
Yup. And rabbit lover. Carrots are great too, you know.
Good to know. Eat up, Tagarin. We got a lot of work to do.
Alright, so now we're gonna go and figure out what the world is going on so we can get the heck over to the main area.
Wait.
Not his dog playing a distraction.
Nice work, Tagarin. Come on, we'll go around.
So we're gonna have to figure out why the heck they're doing all this private stockpile stuff, because the excuse he gave was like, oh, we're just trying to do this for the greater good. Yeah, the greater bullshit. I like how they started adding more like sneak mechanics like in the game too.
This way. We'll enter from the upper floor.
Seems a little sus. Very susky.
There we go. A freight list. Straight from the Fatui. So Shishkin won't have had the chance to doctor the figures. Looks as new as the day it was printed. I guess no one bothers reading these unless they have ulterior motives. Yeah, this is all we need. Come on, let's get out of here. Then go track down the crystal. Tagarin's a keen hunter, and catching rabbits is his specialty.
So it seems like we're not talking to like a regular hunter at all. Oh, we're playing as the doggo. Okay. This is very interesting.
Anywhere there's a stove, there'll be the scent of crystal. That's normal.
Alright, so now we just gotta sniff out the bad guys. This doesn't look like it might
But
be
if
it
he
either.
picks up the scent of Cristal somewhere and there's no stove around, that's how we know something's up.
Oh, wait, this might be it then. Hey, we got it.
This must be the rabbit's warren. Good job, boy. Sure enough, there's a tunnel. You stay here and keep watch. I'm gonna take a look inside.
Wow. Doing all that just to see people over here
Thanks for looking
damn
out
near
for
dying
us.
of cold.
Things are getting tougher by the day.
No need to thank me. It's my pleasure. Sure as Her Majesty the Tsaritsa watching over us, every sacrifice will be worthwhile. Let's grit our teeth until the blizzard passes. These days of hardship will be over soon.
Maybe for everyone else, Liaison Shishkin, but for you, the hard times have only just begun.
Damn.
Who are you? What's the matter?
I just had a question for you. Why, when times are as tough as this, would someone hoard more Kresnik Crystal than they could ever use? All the crates here are from the most recent shipment, but they weren't brought here for sale. Instead, they were secretly stashed away. Would you be able
Wow.
to shed any light on the situation, Mr. Shishkin?
Me? Why, I have no idea. But look at how much there is. It's quite a godsend. Now there will be plenty to go around.
This
Look at him trying to
godsend
save
was
his own
found in a
ass.
cellar adjacent to your residence following a tip from Mr. Alosha. And this is only a fraction of what we found down there.
Oh,
We're
wow.
still taking a full inventory. The official figures will be finalized shortly. I've always been grateful for your efforts to mediate between us and the townspeople of Sretomaros. But now, Mr. Shishkin, it appears you were the source of the conflict all along.
How could you do this to us?
Oh my
We
god.
trusted you to have our backs. You've been lying to us this whole time?
Hey, I owe you all an apology. I'm sorry. I'm so very sorry. This isn't who I am. Please believe me, this was a one-time mistake that I will never repeat.
Get him out of there.
You all know how difficult life has been since Project Stuzha came into force. Energy is an increasingly scarce resource. People everywhere are getting desperate. But some places have been hit harder than others. I grew up in Alatir, a small village with no train station. Deliveries of Kresnik Crystal have ceased there entirely. If nothing is done, they're all going to freeze to death. You know as well as I do how downright impossible it is to buy Crystal these days. The thought of my poor mother and father, with no one to help them out. Oh, I felt so afraid.
Oh, heck no. Get him out of there.
I watched as energy grew scarcer by the week, all the while knowing that their lives were at risk. Then one day, I looked at the Crystal shipment in front of me, and a terrible, selfish thought entered my mind. Looks like I'm just not cut out to be a criminal. I'm so sorry. Once the Fatui have finished their count, you'll see that the numbers match their waybill. I have the official Snezhnayan quotas here. Anyone who has already purchased energy, please make your way over here to correct your transactions. I'll make a batch purchase of Crystal worth 3 months' salary for you all to use free of charge. As for Alatir, I'll think of something else.
You don't have to go that far.
Yeah, owning up to your mistake is enough for me. You've done plenty of good for the community in the past. I'm not looking for a handout.
Drop the act. You claim this was a one-time mistake, but the real reason there's only one shipment's worth of stolen crystal in your basement is that you have an accomplice.
Oh, wow.
Reporting in, sir. We've conducted a full search of the mayor's house. As expected, we found many crates full of crystal, half of which were still in their original shipping containers.
Oh, wow.
This wasn't your first time at all. You've been colluding with the mayor of Stratomaros for a long time now. The train station's currently out of service, but it does open for a short window every time there's an energy delivery. And every time a train pulls in, you're there on site to take inventory and oversee the workers unloading the cargo. The mayor handpicks said workers. Per his instructions, they transport the crystal by tunnel at night to the mayor's house, and he sells it out of town. But since he can't get the goods out of town by train, he had to arrange an alternative method of transportation. This meant slower sales, which gave me plenty of opportunity to catch him in the act.
Wait, the mayor's involved in this too?
Wow, everybody's involved in this.
What proof do you have of any of this?
I mean, lots of proof, I guess.
Basic math. I've spent a lot of time lately counting carriages as the snowstorm rages.
Counting carriages? What?
The energy consumed by a train depends on its total weight. And since energy is a limited resource right now, it's fair to assume that every carriage is packed full. So, if we take the energy required for the Kresnik's torch, add the sales figures you provided, then compare that figure to the train's theoretical cargo capacity, guess what? The numbers never match. It's always off by 1 or 2 carriages worth. This time, you set a new record. 3 carriages missing.
Oh, my God.
You mean to tell me that you sat around outside counting carriages in this weather?
It's always gonna be one person that's gonna do something like that, for real. Yep.
I'm a hunter. I have 2 options. Hunt or starve.
Well, I've heard enough. The evidence speaks for itself. Take Shishkin and the mayor into custody and escort them back to Snezhnaya.
You cocky little brat, ruining my business.
I told you he wasn't good.
You wait.
Yeah, something felt off, so I just followed my gut. Math isn't my strong suit, though. I'm lucky my dad made me learn enough to get by, but all this number crunching was a million times harder than the aim and fire work I'm used to.
Thank you for your assistance. You're a brave lad. Shishkin was quite the cunning criminal, as I'm sure you can tell. He did all of this right under our noses, and we never suspected a thing.
A wolf in sheep's clothing. He had everyone fooled.
Even with that sob story he fed us. He was probably trying to keep the mayor out of it, not just mask his own motives. Without the compelling case he put together, even I might have fallen for it. Alosha, was it? Tell me, are you really a hunter?
We can go find some wild animals if you want. I'll fire off a couple of shots, and you'll see whether I'm the real deal.
Oh, okay.
I didn't mean to cast suspicion on your identity. It's just, well, I'm sure you've heard of the Rokot. Recently, they've been recruiting people with your kind of talent. They hide in plain sight under false identities, working against Project Stuzha, sometimes directly opposing the Tsaritsa herself. They aren't a violent organization, and their goal is to improve the lives of the common folk. But still, as a member of the Fatui, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't keep tabs on them.
First I've heard of this. I don't really keep up with what goes on in the city. All I know is, people who don't mind their own business in the city end up paranoid about everything. As for me, I just couldn't stand Shishkin. I'm from Alatir myself, and I can tell you, nobody's lived there in years. Why would an abandoned village need crystal?
Sounds like something we need to go check
no
out.
one really cares about the fate of that place. I'm guessing today is the first you've heard of it.
I see. It does sound quite tragic. Really. Well, thanks again for your assistance, and your friend here too. I will report this incident to Snezhnaya. The Fatui will take over energy distribution until new officials are appointed. We'll also ensure that the train station resumes normal service as soon as possible. Looks like it's my turn to brush up on math now. I never liked it as a kid either.
Dang.
Don't mention it. Isn't the soldier overseeing the delivery supposed to verify the quantity of the goods? Was he just careless? Or was he being paid off too? Who knows? Excuse me. I'll take a share of Kresnik Crystal too. Thanks. I need to take a detour before we head back. There's someone I have to deliver this crystal to.
Well, that was some crazy shit. We just got here. Like I said, trouble seems to follow the traveler no matter where he goes.
Hang tight for a moment. This old lady, she doesn't really know who's who anymore.
Oh, grandson. It's so cold today. You must be freezing.
Ma'am, it's me, Alosha.
Alosha? Alosha who?
You know me. I came by earlier today. Cleaned the ashes out of your stove, gave you some warmer bedding, and washed your back.
I'm sorry, I don't remember. Now, how often do I get to see my grandson, hmm? Come on, take a seat and relax while I fix you something to eat.
It's okay. You just rest. I'm fine.
Oh, you. It's nice to come and visit your old granny once in a while, isn't it? Svetomoros, a good town. All sorts of things to do and people to meet. And the local officials are good to us. Sit down, come on, take a seat. I still have some fruit left. Let me get it for you.
Please, don't get up on my account. You need to rest. Where's the fruit?
Right under the basket by the door. Or maybe it was on the bedside cabinet. Well, grandson dear, do you like it?
Very much, ma'am. It's delicious.
Good. Wonderful.
Oh, that poor lady
You
does
don't need
have
to
like
save any
dementia
more
or
for me
something.
next time, all right? Fresh fruit is hard to come by at the moment. You should eat it as soon as you get it.
Oh, I don't need it. I'm fine. But if you like it, come back for some more soon.
Oh.
Some kind soul must have given these to her. But she always saves the nicer things for special occasions. I met her at the market back before her health began declining. She was a lovely old lady. We're from the same hometown. Not many people have heard of Alatir. And if they have, it's usually for all the wrong reasons. There's a gang of highwaymen that came from there. Now that it's an abandoned village, it's rare to find anyone who shares fond memories of our hometown. So after we got talking and realized we were from the same place, we decided to keep in touch by letter. I first learned of Stratomoros's energy supply problems from a passing comment in one of her letters. Then, after her health went downhill, I started visiting more often to check in on her. The town's been in decline for a while now, but because of her memory problems, she thinks of it as the bustling, prosperous Stratomoros still in its heyday. That said, I kind of appreciate her optimism. There's not much of it going around in this world of ice and snow. It's fine. Everyone grows old. In Snezhnaya, some people believe that in your final moments, you'll sense a familiar presence by your side. You turn to look at them, but their face is blurry. So you focus hard, trying to make out who it is. And when you finally see their face, the Grim Reaper reaches out and takes your life.
Oh, that got
She
really dark.
still calls me grandson, though. So at least I'm not a blurry face in her world just yet. Come on, let's get back and see how Paimon's doing.
That kind of hits a little close to home for me, but I definitely get that. It's kind of hard, you know, but it's great that she has somebody to definitely take care of her.
Paimon, we're back. Are you feeling any better?
Yep. Paimon's not cold anymore, but she's still a little dizzy. Flying probably isn't a good idea right now. Paimon might lose her balance. But Paimon's sure she'll be fine. It's probably just from getting hit on the head by that pile of snow when we first arrived in Snezhnaya.
Her complexion's looking much better. Let's keep an eye on her.
Sure, but enough about that. How did everything go on your end?
Did she literally just say she wasn't gonna fly right
Did you
now?
have any trouble?
I'll explain. It's a bit of a long story.
Jeez, you guys got pretty busy. Sounds like the liaison officer and the mayor were running quite an operation.
Exactly.
Good riddance to both of them. It's a good thing you managed to catch them. So, you said the train station will open again soon, right? And everyone has enough crystal now?
Yeah. Well, enough to survive at least. Project Snezhnaya isn't going away anytime soon. People will still have to scrimp and save to make ends meet.
Yeah, I definitely am super curious about what the Cerisa's trying to do here. And, you know, how is she trying to accomplish it besides, like, taking all the energy sources away from her people, which is very important if you have monsters going around causing crazy snowstorms. Like, it kind of, you know... Isn't she scared, like, her own people are gonna riot against her at some point?
Don't know. The goal of Project Snezhnaya is to gather energy for the Tsaritsa, but no one knows where that energy's going. It's never been made public. The thing is, we were told that the project would only last for 6 months, but time and time again, they keep extending it.
Well, that sounds familiar.
Extending it? Does that mean the Tsaritsa's plan isn't going very smoothly?
That's what everyone suspects. In principle, any proposed extension needs to pass by majority vote in the Snezhnaya Veche. But even though opposition has been growing, any detractors end up caving into political pressure from the rooster, Pulcinella. He's the chair of the Snezhnaya Veche and a key figure in the voting process. He has the backing of many powerful and influential people.
How come the Fatui are picking on ordinary people even here in Snezhnaya?
I don't see it like that. Fundamentally, the Fatui will always think and act in the Tsaritsa's interests. But that doesn't mean they don't care about the plight of the common folk. The only reason Stratomiro still receives crystal shipments is because of a relief proposal put forward by the rooster himself. Then there's the Fatui soldiers providing support in every corner of the nation. Even the Northland Bank provided some mora for disaster relief, and they're as conservative and indifferent as they come. It's just that the rich and powerful in their fancy palaces live in a completely different world from us. There's always going to be some conflict when those worlds collide. Yeah, well, even though we all believe in Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, there are still many differences of opinion on how best to tackle the big issues of the day. Regular folk don't have an easy way of getting their voices heard in Snezhnaya, while the rich and powerful are either unwilling or afraid to speak out for all sorts of complicated reasons. The Rokad provides the disaffected with false identities and an outlet to vent their frustrations. Of course, an organization like that exists in a gray area. The moment the Vece think they've crossed a line, there's sure to be a crackdown. But so far, they've been doing their best to help the common folk. Like us, don't you mean? You didn't hesitate to join in. You're not new to this. I can tell.
You're right. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this.
It's our job to help people out with commissions and get to the bottom of things.
Sounds like we're going to get along. So, what's your business in Snezhnagrad? Aside from taking your friend to see a doctor, of course.
I want to meet the Tsaritsa. It's complicated.
Don't we all?
I've had run-ins with many of the Harbingers along the way, and I really need to know what the Tsaritsa is up to. Her ultimate goal, what the Gnosis mean in all of this. Since I've made it this far in my journey, I have to find the truth, whatever it takes.
Wait, so... no way. Are you who I think you are?
Sounds like you've heard of us then. We're getting more famous by the day.
I didn't realize I was in the company of giants. Honestly, we're all as curious as you are about what the Tsaritsa's planning, and why it has to involve us freezing to death in the snow. But getting in the same room as her won't be easy. The common folk aren't permitted to meet her at the best of times, and right now, she's probably not even in Snezhnagrad. Word is, she's heading east on a campaign to slay a monster.
You know what? What's that that one line from Shrek where Lord Farquaad was like, some of you may die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. That's what it feels like right now. Oh my god.
Yeah, so you've heard of it. A wild, unpredictable monster with the power to summon snowstorms. It also absorbs everything around it into its body, so it's growing constantly. Now, it's so big that the Tsaritsa has deemed it the #1 threat. Luckily, as it grew, it became increasingly less mobile, so it doesn't pose an immediate threat to this town or to Snezhnagrad. I'm sure the Tsaritsa and her personal guard, the Druzhna, won't have any trouble defeating the creature between them. It's just a question of how long it'll take. Suffice to say, you won't be seeing her anytime soon. You'll have to wait until she gets back.
That's gonna suck. But at least it'll give us time to do things like exploring and all that. We may not be able to even meet her until the next big update, which is sucky, but I mean, it's still good. Closer than nothing.
Fair. Well, the Fatui will be taking over management of the train station for the time being. Things should be up and running by tomorrow. Once it's open, we can see about getting your train towed to the station.
Whoa! That's gotta take a lot of manpower. Are you sure we can talk them into it?
The Fatui aren't exactly spotless in this whole mess. Plus, we helped them out. Should be easy enough to negotiate. As far as I know, all the paperwork is dealt with upon manufacture. I've never seen anyone check it, so I wouldn't worry. Having a train makes everything much easier. We'll reach Snezhnagrad in no time. I need to head there myself anyway. Got some game to trade for Mora. I know a good doctor in the city. I'll introduce you in the...
Let's get a good night's sleep ahead of our big trip tomorrow.
Well, with all this public outcry, it's gonna be a point where they start committing crimes like the other guy. A lot worse than what he did. So people really do have to be careful about, you know, how they treat the people that they're quote-unquote supposed to, like, be protecting. Hey, what's up, bestie? How you doing?
Take a break.
Hey, we got our train
Drive
on the
carefully,
tracks
all right?
now.
You don't want to end up in this situation again. Also, I don't think I've seen a train like this before. Is it a new model or something?
Yeah, I guess.
Not a fan of small talk, are you? Anyway, take this. It's an up-to-date map of the Snezhnayan rail network. All
That's
the track
because
switching
it'll
is
get you in
automated.
trouble if you say too much.
So, as long as the train's moving, you don't need to worry about collisions or anything. We'll leave you to examine the train's conditions yourselves. Fingers crossed nothing's broken. I doubt Sir Tomoros has any engineers with experience working on this model.
Shouldn't be a problem. Thanks for everything.
All right then. Have a safe journey. And make sure to check everything's working before you set off.
Ooh. So yeah, we officially have our own pet train, guys. Anyway, you said you're good and bad. What? No. Don't let that happen. I feel like we discussed that you were supposed to have a great day today. Also, if you're here for the first time, it is nice to meet you. I am Crimson Queen. I am pretty much just a small streamer who likes, you know, streaming a variety of games here. So, hopefully you guys enjoy yourselves and we all have a great time here. Not your choice. Oh, failed, honestly. Sometimes we just don't ask for a bad day. It just kind of happens. Okay. So, I believe we got all the little teleport points in this little area here. Anything else requires us to go out into the tundra, and I'm not doing that to myself as of right now. So, let's get on this train. So we can just go in here. Yep. Ooh, so many names I can't pronounce. Okay, so we want to go to Snezhnaya. That's the only one I can't pronounce, actually.
Alright. Looks like our destination settings have been applied. Let's give this thing a final once-over and then head out. Goggles, your time to shine.
You said it's not bad, it's just you feel, it's more you feel guilty. Don't, wait, we'll talk about it later, exactly what might have happened. But I hope I can cheer you up. You know?
Affirmative. Running vehicle diagnostics.
What's this?
Oh yeah, like I said, we have a pet train, so yeah.
Engine, green. Wheels, green. Frame, minor damage, but no impact on function. Diagnostics complete. All systems nominal.
Neat! Huh. Paimon still can't get over the fact that you just found this tech lying around in a random cave.
You said how long I'm streaming for? So the same time we were supposed to do BG3 today. So it's gonna be till like 8 o'clock, I think. So I got like less than 4 hours.
I've lived in Snezhnaya my whole life, and I've never heard of an interactive talking train autopilot.
Strictly speaking, I wasn't designed purely to drive trains. Though I doubt you have any interest in navigating the practically unreadable operator's manual yourself. All configurations are complete. Should you require any further assistance, please call for the Eye of Grey.
Nope. Paimon's gonna find a warmer seat.
Yeah, we played for like 6 hours, I believe. Yesterday.
What's going on?
Uh-oh. The hell is that?
Oh no.
Oh boy.
What is this place? Traveler, are you okay? Paimon's still airborne, but it feels like swimming through thick, gloopy water. It's horrible.
Just our luck. Of all the things that could have gone wrong.
Halosha, you're Snezhnayan, right? Any idea what the heck this place is?
It's called the Shadow Realm. A place where no wind blows, No light shines, and no elemental energy flows. Even time itself doesn't exist here. It's a world where everything seems to come to a standstill. I've only seen it a few times before, and this is my first time inside. It's a dangerous place. Most people who get sucked into the Shadow Realm are never seen again.
Oh my
And
god.
the few who do make it back, they're never quite the same.
Huh? Then what the heck do we do now? Oh, maybe Goggles knows something. Goggles? Great! Now we're done for!
Hold it together. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I heard a story once about the world of shadows. If it's true, there's a way to escape. We just need to find the exit. Come on, let's explore.
Well, that sounds like a complete and total death sentence. You just said no one can really come back from it. I know we're the main character, so we get saved by plot armor like 99% of the times, but damn.
Look at these Fatui! It's like they've lost their minds!
Their shadows have been devoured. They're no longer amongst the living.
Oh boy, that's not good.
You've got nerve.
I can't channel elemental energy here, but I have a few gadgets that still work.
Whoa, that is kind of crazy. How do you even get to that place in the first place?
Wait! What's that blue thing? Is that... Goggles?
Guess we'd better find a way over.
Right.
I'll take point.
This is the last one.
What do we do next?
Play it by ear.
Alright, let's get up here and get the hell out of here, because this is crazy.
Goggles!
Hello. I am glad to see the three of you safe and sound.
For now, at least. But things aren't looking too good.
Correct. We are now inside what is known as the Shadow Realm, the darkest space in the shell, where even the Most High is loath to cast its gaze. Time and space hold no meaning here. It intersects with the world of the Light Realm only rarely, like an air bubble that rises to the water's surface. We must leave this place before it sinks back down into the depths once more.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Yes. In fact, the very purpose of my creation was likely to... from the Shadow Realm. It appears that key data is currently inaccessible, but now is not the time to resolve that problem. I have marked the exit to the Shadow Realm for your convenience. In addition, I have prepared some equipment to aid you as you traverse the Shadow Realm, traveler.
There's there's specialist equipment for this?
It may well be one of my core functions. Scan complete. Construction in progress. Activation code? We once peered into the past from the ruins of the shadows. This is what remains of the Golden City, Hyperborea.
Wait, they said something about Hyperborea, so that's gonna be kind of wild. Oh, we get our Blicky. Oh, okay, so this is exactly where we get it.
Whoa!
Now go. Arm yourselves with weapons of the spirit. Bring down the walls of the stronghold and extinguish the flaming arrows of the wicked.
Is this a gun?
In the Shadow Realm, where humans cannot channel the elements, There once was one who, after much research and many attempts, found this to be the most effective means of attack. Let's go. We don't have much time. When you encounter small obstacles, you can simply clamber over them.
Okay, okay.
You can slide to navigate through low, narrow tunnels. Obstruction ahead. You may be able to use the explosive. Since elemental energy is unavailable in the Shadow Realm, ammunition is an important resource. You can replenish your ammunition at various supply points. For long-range targets, try using the scope to line up your shot. Many hostile units approaching. I suggest a new strategy. Take cover and pick them off one by one.
This is such a random thing, too.
More enemies detected. Try attacking with the newly unlocked assault function.
Interesting. It's high noon.
Light him up.
They don't. Oh. I feel like man was about to throw a grenade at me for a second. There we go. Oh. Oh boy.
Reload. Can't take much more. Where's the back?
Oh, you only have 3k health in this too, so. Oh, okay.
Aim at the freeze mark and pull the trigger to move using the rope.
Oh, okay. So it's gonna get a lot more complicated than this.
Where's the back? Gotta recharge. Light him up. Taking cover. Can't take much
Oh my
more.
gosh.
You don't scare me. Taking cover.
Some supply points can restore a small amount of stamina. Press on.
Oh yeah, this is kind of crazy, dude. Traveling with a Blakey is never one of the things that was on my 2026 bingo card.
You should be able to use the prime ice construct left here to cover long distances.
How do we get over there now?
I recommend using this grappling gun. Such devices were originally used to secure structures in the Shadow Realm. If you detach the connected hook, the grappling gun will automatically fire a rope to another nearby hook.
Okay. So, we just remove this hook, right?
Okay, seems simple enough. Yeah, this is such a wild thing to get used to.
Nice. Gotta recharge.
Sprint at the prime ice launcher to reach high places with ease.
Okay, cool. Throwing a lot of mechanics here.
Light him up! Fall back. You thought I was gonna miss.
Usable munitions detected. Frag crystal.
Frag crystal. Oh boy. Now we get grenades? Oh boy.
Time to catch my breath.
Frag out! Rusty and Matthew. Taking cover. Can't take much more. Can't take much more.
Gotta recharge.
Man, that's so crazy. Travelers literally become the next little COD COD player.
Shift your center of gravity and slide down.
How much longer is this gonna take?
The exit is right ahead. We are very close now. However,
It's like they're trying to keep us trapped here. That platform and the carriages are swarming with undead platoons. Guess we gotta storm through.
It's like a lot going on, bro. What in the world? Oh, don't you even think about it.
Need a refill.
He threw the grenade on himself. Oh boy.
Time to catch my breath. Change of tactics.
Okay.
Nice.
What is this? Wait a minute. I got a nade launcher now? Oh boy.
you may find switching to assault mode makes your attacks more effective.
Back in business.
Okay, Traveler getting in there. I see you. Oh, what the hell is that?
Need a refill.
are machines in the afterlife. Come on now. The heck?
Reload.
Oh yeah. Thing is toast. Out of here.
Yeah.
Huh? Why is everything shaking so much?
Looks like the Shadow Realm is about to sink back down into the depths.
The exit is right here.
You mean this weird bubble thing? Wait, how exactly do we...
No time to think. We just gotta go for it.
That part.
Looks like I was right.
Oh, and we finally pulled up on another city, is what it
I can't
looks like.
believe the Shadow Realm manifested right on the railroad tracks. It's almost unheard of. Lucky we made it out. All thanks to you and that awesome gun.
Ah, so you have heard of the Golden City before?
Yeah, it came up a whole bunch in Nokrai. You're a pretty neat surprise in that sense, aren't you, Goggles? We had no idea they left cool gadgets like you behind.
Yeah, so Hyperborea is very, it's pretty much like this long ancient civilization that, pretty much was left behind. But pretty much, it was a lot to go with information coming from both Fontaine and, Nodcry. Because they were mentioned like multiple times about all types of different unique inventions and things that they made back then. They were like super advanced or something like that.
Make no mistake, it was a team effort. For a first-time firearm user, your performance was quite outstanding, far beyond my expectations. As Alosha said, it is highly unusual for the Shadow Realm to manifest in a place like this. But we should still watch out for similar dangers ahead.
Oh, let's hope not. If anything else goes wrong with this trip, Paimon's gonna have train trauma for life.
The Shadow Realm can appear anywhere, not just on the railroad. I am simply advising that we take sensible precautions. Now, if you wish to further calibrate and upgrade your firearm, you may do so over there, provided you have the necessary components.
So now we can upgrade the gun? Oh boy.
While I repair the body of the train. Amongst other things, this will ensure Paimon is a little warmer while on board.
Oh, thanks, Goggles. You're a trusty train conductor. Well, maybe trusty isn't quite the right word, considering. Anyway, at least you get the job done.
Yes, of course. And just like the Eye of Grey, I am sure it will be a great asset to you in your future adventures. If not the trustiest, then it will at least get the job done.
Let's get some fresh air while the Eye of Grey fixes the train.
Yeah, sure. Paimon wants to forget all about the Shadow Realm. It was so creepy in there. Stretching her legs might help take her mind off things.
Girl, stretching what legs? You fly. I've never seen Paimon walk a day in my life. The Kresnik's torch is out there.
So quiet here for a train station. Not a person in sight. Just abandoned houses. Huh? So much for repair. You've swapped our train out for a whole new model.
My plan was to restore the train to its original appearance per my records as quickly as possible. Now that the repairs are complete, the train offers optimized performance and a significantly improved trendiness level.
Trendiness. So we can decorate our pet train now.
According to my calculations, perimeterization is the most effective way for the Eye of Grey to understand trendiness.
Hyperborea, huh? I'm sure I've heard of that in a story somewhere. What an incredible little gadget you are.
Okay, so now we have like an adventure journal we can do stuff for. Now, I did notice there's absolutely no people here, and I also noticed it's probably because of the Kresnik's torch. Storage device. Interesting. So the main Kresnik's torch is completely out. And that typically has to stay on for a city to be functioning. Hey, what is this? Oh, they have people can put stuff like they do on like Elden Ring now, I guess, or you can put little things saying, "Hey, don't go here, you might die," or you know. Okay, I needed that, and I saw another one on another rooftop. I believe it's this one over here. Oh, it's one over here.
Take a break? Come on, keep up.
There is a chest up there, so.
Take a break? Certainly went out of your way for this, didn't you?
Sure
It's
did.
all yours.
Okay. So now we can get a move on back to our other stuff here. Oh, so we have our little craft station in here too. Shadow Realm Analyzer? Okay. So after a certain number of wing drops, you'll know more about the Shadow Realm and gain increased mobility within. Okay, okay. Cool, cool. Okay. So I guess that's where we can upgrade our stuff there. Yeah, the train looks completely different now.
might want to avoid looking down if you're afraid of heights.
No, it's not that. Paimon's just praying that we don't have yet another accident.
That part.
That mountain is breathtaking. Reminds Paimon of Dragonspine.
They say this mountain's the domain of a Snegovic lord. A lot of the Snegovic retreated there to live in seclusion, so it's a pretty mysterious place. You hear all kinds of stories.
Sounds like we're gonna be going over
Even
there.
The residents of the nearby town of Svietlo-Lidovka steer clear of the summit.
Yo,
And
these
they're
names
living
are
off of
crazy.
harvesting prime ice. Look, Snezhnagrad's just up ahead.
I kind of like stuff like this because they did something similar in like Fontaine where you can go on like on little water things.
Here we are. Welcome to Snezhnagrad train station, the biggest transport hub in the nation.
Wow! It's so majestic! Just flying from one side to the other would probably leave Paimon out of breath!
It's built for maximum efficiency, but yes, transferring trains here can be a little tiring. In the future, you can use this train station to travel anywhere you want in Snezhnaya. For now, though, come with me. Let's get Paimon checked out. This way. There's a lift car that goes straight to Sapoliarni.
Oh, because that's a Poliarni Palace, I think. That's what we heard this character right here talking about.
The latest, most explosive news.
And we're kind of running into like a new type of people that are like really small. Look up. What are we looking up at? Okay.
Look! Look! They have really funny looking heads!
Oh, Paimon don't be needing to talk about people like that. That's crazy.
It looks like they can't fly.
Those would be Volkudlak and Domovoy. You'll also see the Winged Vila and the Snowborn Snegovic, amongst others.
No wonder. We'd heard that Snezhnaya used to be the realm of the Fae. Paimon can really see it now.
Oh. He looks kind of sick. What the heck? Just ignore the fact that I'm skipping this entire line, by the way.
To the left is the Market of Zolny. They sell everything there. You can often find some nifty little trinkets. To the right, you'll see the Korolievsky Theater in the distance.
Look at that! Incredible!
Hmm. Looks like they have some giant Kresnik torches here. Also, we got a new flower. Always start collecting stuff like this early because you never know the character you're going to try and get, like what they're gonna need. Are we We can open our map a lot more now. Yeah, this is such a big city, dude. What the heck? Oh, boy. Sanctuary of Grief? Yeah, that sounds like it's gonna be a menace. It's another shadow zone over here, what it looks like. Huh. It's gonna be a lot I do off stream, too. But I promise you guys, I won't continue the story without you, so we can actually go through this together.
Wow! Snezhnaya is stunning! Seeing it with our own eyes makes all the trouble we went through to get here worth it!
I found it pretty stunning when I first came here, too. But I soon found out that stunningly beautiful means stunningly expensive.
That part.
The prices here are crazy. I'm just a small-time hunter, so Zolny is where I spend most of my time. This way will take us to Podvorier Restaurant. They offer food and lodging there, so you can get settled in while I fetch the doctor.
Is that gonna be stunningly expensive too?
Right, we got the money, Paimon. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, I mean, there are places to stay in Zolny, but I highly doubt they'd meet your standards. Most of the stoves are out of crystal, the windows are drafty, and at night, four-legged roommates come out to play, sharpening their claws on the roof beams and floorboards.
Ooh, boy.
Yep. No way. Not a chance Paimon's staying anywhere like that. Maybe we can split the cost of the room between us? Paimon still has some savings left. Fine then. It's your treat. Paimon will save her money for buying a nice little cake.
Oh, she said that shit real quick.
You get some too.
I'm glad to see you've perked up. If you find yourselves in the mood for some sightseeing later, there's a few places around here worth seeing. This way leads to Zapoliarny Palace, which serves as the Tsaritsa's audience chamber and also her personal quarters. The adjacent block is kind of a city in its own right. That's Glupov, the headquarters of the Fatui. Inside, there's a munitions factory known as the Armory Palace, producing a constant supply of all kinds of equipment for the Fatui. A lot of important research happens there too. And over there is the Snezhnaya Vecha, where all the big shots meet regularly to make policy decisions. These places are best admired from a distance. I'm sure I don't need to explain why.
Yeah, they probably have super strict security. We're not looking for trouble right now.
The downtown area is near the center of Zapoliarny. That's where you'll find the restaurants, bookstores, and gift shops. Another place of interest is the Northland Bank, which is over this way.
Oh, I remember that place.
Oh, and I'm sure you'll want to make contact with the Adventurers Guild at some point, right? That's right here.
Ooh, speaking of adventuring, we use alchemy quite a lot. Do you know where we can find a crafting bench?
No one practices alchemy at Snezhnaya, I'm afraid. Apparently there's some historical reason for it.
Oh, we'll just have to use the one on the train then. Kinda inconvenient. Wait, how come there's one on the train if that's Snezhnayan too?
Yeah, I don't know. Not my area of expertise. Still, I wouldn't say the absence of alchemy makes life here any less convenient. Anyway... Finally, there's Zolny in that direction. It's mostly residential buildings and factories, but there's a few shops too. Worth a look around if you're interested. That's about it. You guys go ahead and get checked in while I track down my doctor friend.
Sounds good. Thanks for all the recommendations. It'll be good to get out of the cold wind. Paimon's starting to feel another headache coming on.
Podvorier Restaurant is right this way.
All right. So we're finally in Snezhnaya, bro. This is what I've been waiting for years. Such a huge place, a lot to look at. At least they put the waypoint like right beside this place. Now, let's talk to Catherine. So pretty much, we're gonna go around looking at some buildings, try to see if we can do some quests. Of course, continue the storyline and see what we got in store for us, because I feel like it's about to get so much better than this. Alright, so that's done. Let's take a look at this map again here. So, we can definitely go around unlocking some waypoints here. It's going to be helpful for later on when we don't feel like having to walk all the way to a place. I think we'll probably do that real quick.
How tiresome.
I believe there was another one. Yeah, if we keep following this road right here.
Come on, keep up.
I think it was this way.
Take a break.
So what do you guys think about this place so far? It's like super cool. It's kind of like everything I would definitely imagine it to be. First of all, cold as hell. But full of like grand, beautiful, well-built buildings. Okay, let's see what else. We got one going into this other section over here. Yep.
Pick up the pace.
It's gonna be such a chore having to find all the little cryoculus here too. Yeah, right up this little section here. I just typically also do this for any time that it's like a new place. I just rather get all the stuff done than not. What is this little symbol here? Oh, I think that was like part of the one of the events going on right now. Okay, so go up here and then go to the left. Oh, spotted some more flowers.
How tiresome.
Yeah, we're gonna have to definitely do like a lot of exploring here.
Take a break.
Hopefully we'll kind of get some action pretty soon as well. With our actual teams that we have. There's another one here, but it's like underground, and I don't believe we'll be able to get there yet. Let me see if there's like any other ones we didn't have nearby. There's one over here near Sanctuary Grief. We're gonna need to see if we can squeeze outside the city somewhere. I think it's through there. Okay. Let's see if we can just crawl over the city wall real quick. Yep. And we're out of here. Alright, so that's done. Where else do we need to go here? We'll probably have to take our train to a couple of other places because those places are kind of far away and I'd rather not walk there. And we do have to have one more big statue we gotta find too. Alright, so right now we should be good to continue story. It's like pretty cool we get to see all different types of races of people now.
You get what you pay for, huh? Paimon likes this room a lot. Yeah, much better now that we're out of the cold. Oh, thanks for taking such good care of Paimon. Honestly, she feels kind of bad for throwing a wrench in the works. If this were anywhere else, we'd be out investigating and adventuring by now. But instead, we're stuck here waiting for a doctor. You're right. No need to push ourselves too hard for no reason. A lot happened on our way into the city. Let's review what we've learned so far and try to figure out what to do next. Obviously, the million-more question is, what is this Tsaritsa planning? Everything else leads back to that.
Yep, which is why we're here.
Sure was. And so far, we've learned that in addition to the 7 Gnosis, her plan also requires a ton of energy. But we won't get to see her anytime soon. Aloysia said that she went east to fight that big monster. It must be a pretty powerful one if it can blanket the whole of Snezhnaya in a snowstorm this awful.
Yikes.
To be honest, what we're really lacking right now is information. The kind of information that only the higher-ups in the government would know. Not word-on-the-street type of info. Paimon can think of a few people who might be able to help us.
And they're all Fatui.
Right. And when we left Nocry, Sandroni specifically left a message reminding us which side we're on. So, it's unlikely they'd tell us anything confidential about the Tsaritsa's grand plan. Yeah, fair point. Besides, that Glupov place is right nearby. We've got nothing to lose, so it'll waste not to go. There's gotta be someone there willing to talk to us, right? Maybe Arlecchino or Cendrone? Or possibly Tartaglia. But it's unlikely we could sweet-talk Arlecchino, let alone Cendrone. She basically told us to stay in her lane already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the last time was all the way back in Fontaine, right? Too bad we missed him in Nodcry. Apparently, he came to help out.
Hello. Is there a traveler in Paimon in there?
That's Alosha! Come in!
Hello, I'm Dr. Luneva. Alosha mentioned that one of you is feeling a little under the weather. I see. So you're my patient today, yes? And you're, Faye, I presume?
Good question. Paimon's not too sure either, but she's definitely not the same kind of Fae as the ones we saw at the train station. Is that gonna be an issue?
Not exactly. It's just, I'm used to treating human patients. Fae tend to be far more resilient than even the healthiest and most long-lived of humans. But don't worry, I do have some experience treating Fae. I've even diagnosed plenty of cats and dogs in my time. Safe to say, I have a fairly eclectic range of expertise.
That'll be fine. Paimon's basically the same as a human, right? We're no different when it comes down to it, are we?
Sure.
More like you don't eat enough. The more talking you do, the more you need to eat.
Now, please take a seat. Okay, vital signs are good. Test results are all within normal ranges. I don't think it's anything serious. More than likely, you've just caught a cold. I can give you some medicine to tide you over, but as long as you rest properly for the next couple of days, you should feel better. Make sure to keep an eye on your temperature, though. If you find yourself with a persistent low-grade fever, or if your symptoms don't improve, just contact me again.
Sounds like there's no cause for alarm.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're very welcome. Just doing my job. I'll leave you in peace now. Time to visit my next patients.
Take care. You heard the doctor. Best you rest up here for a couple days. No sightseeing for the time being.
All right, then. Guess we've got no choice. Let's just treat it as a short vacation.
I have to get back to it. If you need anything else from the doctor or me, go to the Hunter Trade Station in Zolny. The boss there knows how to reach me. Hey, no big deal. You saved my life in the Shadow Realm. This is the least I could do. See you around.
Yeah, he's such a cool guy. He's one of the bros.
All right, time to find Child and see what he can tell me.
And this is exactly the reason why I went ahead and got those points earlier, so I could just teleport over there, no problem. We won't have to waste time running over there.
Hold on. Please display your invitation letter or permit. Glupov does not accept meeting requests without a prior appointment. You'll have to apply per the advertised booking process and wait until your invitation letter is issued. Might I ask who you're hoping to visit? Another one who thinks the rules don't apply to them. I don't understand why people think they can just talk their way in here. You don't just show up and land a meeting with a harbinger. But I have to go through the motions for protocol's sake. Honestly, it's such a waste of time asking when I already know what the answer's gonna be. Wait a moment. I'll pass on your message. If Child is unavailable, you'll have to go through the proper procedure.
Unimpressed for 2
Lord
yards.
Child is a busy man. He's probably not in Glupov at the present. If I were you, I'd cut your losses. No point waiting any longer. Even if you two are old friends as you claim, please understand that the Fatui Harbingers are often busy with their official duties. They tend not to stay in Glupov for extended periods. Next time, stick to the rules. You'll make life easier for both of us, Greetings, Lady Marionette.
I'll take care of our guest here. It's his first time in Snezhnaya, so it's no surprise that he doesn't know the rules yet. I trust no choice words have been exchanged. No misunderstandings I should be aware of.
No, Lady Marionette. No incidents to report. Whew, that was a close call. Good thing I played it cool.
I'm weak.
Is that right? Good to know. Wait, where's Paimon? Under the weather? That's hard to imagine. She's always buzzing with energy. I take it she's still adapting to the climate. Happens to a lot of people. It's even colder here than in Nodcry. Has she seen a doctor? I can get you one if you need. All right then. Well, let me know if you run into any other problems. Why else? I was just about to sit down for some much-needed tea time when I heard that an old friend of Tartaglia's had shown up outside. No appointment, nothing. And, as obnoxious as it may be to show up uninvited at Glupov, I couldn't help but take pity on the poor soul who was waiting outside in vain. So I had no choice but to abandon my freshly brewed piping hot tea and come to see this mystery guest for myself.
Even though she kind of talks shit, she do love us. You know, we're her besties.
Well, I felt our time working together in Nodcry warranted some courtesy. I couldn't exactly let you freeze to death out here in the wind. Unfortunately, I can't invite you inside either. The rules of Glupov wouldn't allow it, and as a harbinger, I have to lead by example. On the plus side, Snezhnograd actually has some class, unlike Nasha Town. Torchlight Books has a very nice selection of teas and cakes, so we can catch up there. Your treat, of course. Because I already wasted one perfectly good cup of tea today. That's why.
She seems very angry, but, you know, she still loves us.
How tiresome.
Actually, can we possibly teleport? Actually, we could possibly teleport over there.
Come on, keep up.
And there's a teleport point under us somewhere, too. Oh. What in the world? Is he drunk? This man got so drunk he just passed out in the middle of the street. Oh, wow.
Take a break. I've ordered for the both of us. No objections, I assume. I'm sure you trust my taste. Okay, let's get down to business. I'm guessing you don't actually have any urgent business with Tartaglia, per se. You just want information, right? Wanna take a guess?
Picking fights again.
Of course you'd say that. You shouldn't underestimate Counselor Tartaglia, you know.
Counselor? What the heck? This man's a counselor now?
That's right. I'm sure you've heard of the Snezhnograd Vecha by now. Well, he's busy preparing some paperwork for their next meeting. They'll be discussing yet another extension to Project Stuzha. It's basically all anyone cares about in the Vecha these days.
He doesn't he doesn't exactly strike me as a pin pusher. That is definitely the truth.
Yeah, he's more of the shoot first, ask questions later sort, isn't he? It all started with a very detailed letter that Capitano left for the jester, Piero, before leaving for Natlan. In that letter, he detailed the future arrangements for his subordinates. All of his key people were reassigned to Tartaglia. I guess he'd already prepared to leave us for good all the way back then. But Piero didn't reveal the contents of the letter until the events in Natlan had concluded. That was his reaction, too. Why me? With a bewildered look on his face. He'd always assumed Capitano looked down on him. He was a man who kept his thoughts to himself and barely spoke to him the whole time they'd known each other. But he occasionally brought Tartaglia along to my tea parties back in the day. So to the rest of us, it was clear that Capitano had quite a lot of respect for his young comrade. By the rest of us, I mean my tea party regulars. Arlecchino, Rosaline, and... actually, not Columbina. She was probably oblivious to it. Anyway, then the Liues situation happened. Normally, it took a lot to get under Capitano's skin, but that time he was furious. It's not really my place to talk about it, though. You can ask Tartaglia about it sometime. Basically, Tartaglia probably had the wrong idea about Capitano all along, right up until Piero revealed the letter he'd left behind. Capitano believed that despite Tartaglia's immaturity, he showed great potential. Plus, he possessed a kind of purity rarely seen among members of the Fatui. Yeah, it's one of the few things that I'd agree those two have in common. But there's one other reason why Capitano chose Tartaglia to assume command of his troops. He knew that after he was gone, several of the others would swoop in on his army like vultures. With the ones who stood to benefit the most being the rooster Pulcinella and Regrator Pantalone. Once they divided Capitano's troops between them, they'd be more powerful than ever. No one would be able to stop them. So, you can see why Capitano chose to hand that letter to Piero, right?
Okay, so literally everybody's just fighting for power in the Fatui Harbinger. Okay, interesting.
Exactly. Piero also needed to back a Harbinger as soon as possible. And all things considered, Tartaglia was the best choice. Even though Tartaglia has had the support of Northland Bank for a long time, he and Pantalone are ultimately not cut from the same cloth. I'd say Capitano made a good judgment call. Anyone else caught in this situation would probably feel like they'd been hung out to dry. His best course of action will be to distance himself from any shady business, while still maintaining friendly relations with Pantalone, but seeking Pulcinella's support at the same time. What's the point in having a tea party if you don't spill a little tea?
Oh, that's what I'm
Besides,
saying.
none of
Period.
this is confidential anyway. Ask any journalist out there. They'll give you all the lurid details. You'll see it firsthand if you ever sit in on a session of the Snezhnaya Vecha. All the factional strife, whether open or unspoken, it plays out for all to see in that one little room. Having a voice in the Vecha is the only way to steer policies in your favor. So, every person in that room represents a particular interest group. Pantalone, for instance, represents the financial sector, and Tartaglia represents the Fatui soldiers. Personally, I have no interest in political jousting, but since I have a number of engineers and researchers under my command, I have to make their voices heard. Then there's Pulcinella, the linchpin of the Vecha. He represents politics itself. Everything involves him, so nothing can bypass him. Any issue that comes up, he knows how to mediate. That's what the Tsaritsa values most about him.
Oh dang! So he's kind of like a huge advisor within that area.
I'm starting to see why everyone is so frustrated with the way things are, but also powerless to change it. A complex web of interests connects all parties involved, and the Tsaritsa sitting at the top adds another layer of complexity. It must be nearly impossible to come up with a perfect solution.
All right, I'm done carrying this conversation. time for you to answer a question of mine. You must have known that you can get the info you needed from me. So why was Tartaglia the first person you asked to see and not me?
I thought that you're not jealous, are you?
Huh? Jealous? As if. Wait. Oh, I think I know what it is. Columbina passed on my message to you before you left Notcry, right? I only meant you should be mindful of which side you're on. Is that actually why you didn't ask for me? Because you took that to heart? You... fair enough. It's not your fault. I blame all these politicians I've been hanging around with lately. Always beating about the bush when they talk. I guess it must have rubbed off on me. Anyway, just ask for my help next time, okay? Little things like this are no problem.
Lady Marionette.
What now? Can't you see I'm on my break? Whatever it is, just leave it on my desk. I'll look at it later.
Sorry to disturb you during your break, ma'am, but I'm afraid it's an emergency.
Oh boy.
Isn't it always? I've told you before, fixing the tracks and transporting ice blocks does not constitute an emergency.
The equipment in Svietlolaidovka is in urgent need of maintenance. With how the weather's been recently, we suspect that the cause is a buildup of snow, exceeding the maximum weight limit. The supports on one of the machines broke and fell, awakening a dormant beast and leaving many of the ice miners trapped in a nearby ice cave. Luckily, Odette's team was nearby and launched a rescue operation, but we're still facing a severe manpower shortage for both the rescue and engineering teams.
I guess that's it then. Our tea party will have to end here. I'm the only engineer you'll need. Do you actually want to come with, or are you just saying that?
So, if you guys don't remember this or wasn't aware, you might have came in late. Odette was the person that's currently on a banner right now. I'll show you guys her when we finish with this cutscene.
Nice of you to return the favor. I'll have a couple of people look after Paimon. They can let her know that you had to step out for a while. Given how urgent this is, I'm sure she'll understand. And honestly, I'd rather have your help than anyone else's. Between your skills and experience, you'd be reliable help. Then let's go. You, take 2 people to Pavoyer Restaurant. Find his room and watch it like a hawk until we get back. If anything happens to Paimon, you'll be answering to me.
Yes, Lady Marionette.
She always seems kind of like a spicy character, but she's actually a really caring person. Anyway, this is Odette right here. She's the newest character on the banner. Oh, I should probably set this. I am going to do some polls today, so hopefully I'll be able to maybe get her. We don't necessarily know if I'm going to or not, but, you know. Hopefully I'll be able to get her. Ooh, I don't even know my history. What is my pity like right now? Oof. I have no pity. Oh yeah, this is about to be rough. I have 0 pity. Yep, we're starting from scratch. Yeah, that's about to be real rough. Okay. Well, at least we got our commissions done by just doing the storyline here. Let's go ahead and claim our rewards.
Welcome to the...
Let's go ahead and do this.
Welcome to the adventure.
And then claim our rewards.
Thank you for
Awesome. Alright, so that's done.
Pick up the pace.
Yeah. Can't wait to go in there at some point. Oh, it's another thing right there. This also reminds me of like the earlier times I played like Honkai Star Rail. This is very familiar to Billabong, which I've noticed that a lot of like Hoyo versus games kind of like share very similar character designs and place designs, which I feel like is kind of cool because it's like an alternate timeline almost. We have so much stuff we gotta do, y'all. It's kind of crazy.
Called back to the Zeppel Yarny Palace again? Ugh.
We should also probably do test run and stuff before we go over there. Okay, so she is a cryo character with both off-field DPS and support capabilities. She can also trigger stellar conduct and stellar swell reactions. Okay, okay. Awesome. Okay. So she's supposed to be like some type of like ballerina, which is why she has like the really cool like animations like that.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Together. Lots of the snowflakes. Let's begin.
Okay, so she can trigger both, which is actually really, really nice. And that's like her little stand that she summons.
Together. Absorption test. Witness the snow swan's grace.
So we get to try out Alyosha. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that.
How tiresome. Shadow me.
Here, boy.
Animal hypostasis emulation. What a joke. Crystalline adagio.
She does a sizable amount of damage too.
Dog eat dog.
Let's test my hypothesis. Swirl, mark two. Witness the snow swan's grace. Put up. Take a break.
Yeah, that actually feels like it's gonna be like really, really cool, like during an actual fight here. Okay, so he's like an on and off field DPS as well. This is gonna be really nice.
Gotcha.
Stay clear. A spot of tea time in Ayana Special. Shake it and stir. Enhanced animal How tiresome. Take a break. Let's test my hypothesis.
Yeah, that feels nice. Okay. So I really think I like both of those characters, and I will be hopefully building both pretty soon as well. All right, so what we're gonna do, guys, here is it's almost about 6 o'clock here, so I'm gonna go ahead and take probably about 5-10 minute break here, kind of walk around, stretch, do what I need to do, come back, but I will be right back, so you guys just hang tight. Alright, everybody, I am back. I am back here. Alright, so we are going to continue from where we left off and continue this storyline over here. We got to go to Dovka. I'm just going to call it that because that seems like it's an easier thing to say than that. So let's go back to the train station and then we can mosey on out to that area. Let's see. We're gonna
More
need
snow,
to
damselettes.
try to see how we can summon our maybe this over here. There we go.
What a wonderful book.
That's definitely the other train here. Trying to figure out how to call ours. I could have swore we hit the other button to call it, but interesting. So we ran into somebody's dog on the train. Just trying to see if we can find ours, but yeah, this is still definitely not ours here. Oh, interesting. Okay, so let's see where this is gonna take us. Definitely not the way we want, I believe. Actually no, we might be going that way. Hey, might have got the right train this time. Yeah, I think this is going exactly where we need it to. So the only thing we can do is just sit and just chill until the train gets where it needs to go. We can just look out the window. Honestly, I feel like I kind of made my room a little bit like too much like Snezhnaya because it was like freezing cold in here, y'all.
Next stop, Svetlolaydovka. Passengers interested in Prime-Ice artisanry and material gathering are welcome to take a tour.
Okay, cool. So this train does take us there. Alright, so I had that right. I'm just making sure. It was so cold in here, y'all. I had to go grab some soup or something. Oh my goodness. I was freezing. It's as if my room became one with Snezhnaya. Alright, we're here. Okay. Grand Duchess of... What the heck is that even... What? Schnurgerosha? Hey, look, bro. I don't even know how to pronounce these words. Oh, boy. So, pretty much, looks like we got to go find a Snezhna Lord. That's interesting. Alright, so we gotta go down here, but before we do, some stuff we gotta do here. Snap a picture. Get this. And then get this to where we can teleport later.
They weren't exaggerating. This is really dangerous. It's a good thing only one of them broke.
Oh boy.
From what I've been told, most of the trapped miners are over in that direction. Yeah, you do that while I check the rest of the equipment. I'll evacuate the people around here as I go. Meet me back here as soon as you're done.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I have to be getting close.
Don't go any further.
Uh-oh. What the heck? Oh, it's Odette.
It's too dangerous here. There's a highly aggressive monster on the prowl. You need to leave, now. Ah, I see. You're the backup from Snezhnagrad. Well, I'm Odette. Good to meet you.
Ah, so this is Odette. She was the first member of the Fatui on the scene.
There are 5 people trapped in the cave. Monster type is unknown, and so is its location. Let's go. Every second counts.
That is correct. Definitely don't want to waste time.
Careful. Something's moving.
Oh, what the hell was that noise?
This must be the monster's shadow. Looks like a tough opponent.
It's just slimes.
Let's begin.
Stay back!
And every time I come over here, it's just slimes. This monster better be like ridiculous or something. And oh my god, these caves like go all the way down.
I see them. They're right behind the monster. The monster seems very agitated. It could attack at any moment. Let's make the first move. Together.
Here! Thunderclap!
Waltz of the snowflakes. Parada.
Oh, it just got bigger.
Shadow me.
Finally, we're getting a little bit of action here.
Lightning slash!
Together.
Oh, thank you for saving us. We'd have been monster fodder otherwise.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You should be safe now. Follow this route out. He and I will stay behind to watch the rear.
Thank you. Come on, let's go. This way.
I've searched the area. Pretty sure the monster made a tactical retreat. Yeah, but with us here, it won't be coming back anytime soon. It may be small, but don't be fooled. It's a ferocious beast. People are just food in its eyes. It's lucky we got here when we did. The trapped miners have been successfully evacuated. Time for us to leave.
Wait, this place. There's something unusual about it.
Whoa. What the heck? Oh, is this where we get the Traveler's new sword? Whoa.
I don't know. It's back?
Guess it has family. This way. Run!
You would never catch me doing some dangerous work and some heals. Maybe flats, maybe boots, of course. The heels? Crazy. But she is a ballerina. So.
Thanks. Let's get out of here.
I wasn't expecting to get his sword this early. Special weapon. Okay. So I'm guessing this is the Traveler's sword. And yes, it is indeed broken. I should go ahead and equip him while I have the chance. Yep, this was waiting for you, bud. Right there. So I'm gonna eventually get it upgraded and stuff right now. Right now I gotta do other stuff, though. So we were able to save them, and now... probably can pop back up here and then just fly across. Oh, it's right there. Okay, we're good.
Everyone's accounted for. We managed to rescue them all. We also placed a sign at the entrance to the cave, warning people to stay away. You really held your own today. I still don't know your name. Don't think I've seen you before. I'll remember the name. All right then. See you around. Hello, Lady Marionette.
I hear the rescue operation was a great success. I knew I could count on you. What brings you here, Odette? Here for a performance?
No, a Fatui mission. I happened to be nearby and heard the crash.
She hasn't introduced herself then. Odette is the prima ballerina of Snezhnograd. She's quite the celebrity. If you ever hear people mention the two crowning jewels of the Koraylievsky troupe, they're talking about Odette and the prima donna, Vodianitsa. On top of that, Odette's also a rising Fatui star. It's looking likely she'll inherit the title of the Fair Lady. She learned all her combat skills from Rosaline herself. Used to be one of her most valued subordinates, too.
You flatter me, Lady Marionette.
If she's Rosaline's protege, that makes me... Never mind. There's no need to bring it up. No point making things awkward.
True that.
How's progress on your end, Lady Marionette?
Equally successful. I finished reinforcing all the equipment. Took me a little longer without Polonia's help. But the outcome is the same, of course. Even if the heavy snowfall summoned by that monster lasts for another 3 months straight, this equipment won't give way. All right, now that we're done here, it's time to get out of this blizzard. Sure, but Snezhnograd will send someone to investigate and draw up a relief plan. And I guess I'll have to write the incident report myself this time, since it involves a mechanical malfunction. First, Pantalone needs to approve the budget, then Pulcinella has to sign off on the plan. Once they've argued it out and reached a compromise, we can move forward. That's the rough process anyway. Could take anywhere from a couple of weeks to a couple of months, depending on how smoothly it goes.
At that point, like, they will probably just forget about the dang incident even happened.
Yup, nothing we can do about it. There's a whole stack of incident reports like this back at the office.
Oh, wow.
The snow has eased a little for now, but there's no telling when that will change with that monster still at large. Fuel for heating is in short supply, and relief is weeks away. There's no immediate threat to life, but still, it just feels like there should be a better way.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Let's get back to Snezhnograd. When did you get a new sword?
I found it in a cave. It handles pretty nicely.
You have a strange affinity for secondhand swords.
Wow. Alright, we just gotta go back to the city now and probably check on Paimon. Hey, look who we running into. It's the homie.
Well, if it isn't Counselor Tartaglia, Mr. Big Shot himself.
Go easy on me, all right? I'm still recovering from the interrogation the real Big Shots put me through. Hey, comrade, it's been too long. I heard you came looking for me earlier. Nicest surprise I've had in a while. Good to see you too, Odette. I'm guessing you guys just got back from Sviatlo-Laidovka. How'd it go? Craig Pulcinella was fuming. I've never seen the old man so angry.
That's not good news. It takes a lot to rattle him.
Yeah, Obviously, if push comes to shove, there are ways to crack down on dissent. But...
Sorry, I have to ask something. This is going to sound blunt.
That's brutal.
Interesting. I gotta hand it to you, comrade. You sure don't mince your words.
Excuse him? What does he mean, refuse to stand up for ordinary people?
Oh my gosh. How does he dare speak to the Harbingers like that?
Are you interrogating us now?
It's okay, Sandrone. Let me explain. I think I understand where he's coming from. If I could, I'd take your side right now. In fact, my position's very similar to yours. I've only held back on casting a dissenting vote in the Vecha because the Tsaritsa would never let me get away with it. Still, I have a responsibility to the Fatui armed forces, so I do what I can to make their voices heard. Most of them are just regular folks from small towns far from the capital. I'm sure you've seen how much those kinds of places are struggling right now. Oh, and for what it's worth, I'm from Marepasak myself. Things aren't going so swell there either. The Tsaritsa wants to create a better, safer future for the people of Snezhnaya, but she's thinking long-term. I don't doubt that from where you're standing, Project Stuzha seems to be creating all sorts of issues for everyone. But considering the Tsaritsa's vision for the future, these are sacrifices worth making. Sounds cold, I know, but I promise it's not as black and white as it seems. Maybe Sandrone and I can't oppose Project Stuzha outright, but we're constantly raising our concerns in Vecha meetings. And even though we can't put an end to it, there are plenty of other ways to make a difference. We're trying everything we can think of, and so is Pulcinella. I respect Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, and trust her decisions. But at the end of the day, I'm still just a normal guy who cares deeply about my homeland.
Just a normal guy.
And my
crazy.
family, who all live here. There's no way I would ever abandon them.
As contentious as things can get within the Vecha, there's no selfishness or malice behind it. Everyone wants to get through this period as smoothly as possible. The issue is that there's no way of pleasing everyone under the present circumstances. Most of the time, we're trying to decide on the lesser of two evils, which obviously isn't a great look. But that is not the same thing as being blindly loyal to the Tsaritsa. No one's got their head in the sand here. We're all well aware of the way things are. We're just doing our best to make it work.
In fairness to Sandrone, she rushed to Svietlo Laidovka's aid the moment she heard that people were in danger. And even Tartaglia, who used to only care about the thrill of the fight, is clearly doing his best to rise to the demands of his new role as counselor.
Hey, come on. There's only so much we can say, so don't press us too hard. Look, I know how untenable the Tsaritsa's position looks if you don't understand her motives. Maybe you've heard already, but she's currently leading her army on a campaign to the east to defeat the monster that's been causing these brutal blizzards. Striking that monster down will be a significant step in dealing with the present energy crisis. As laser-focused as she is on realizing her lifelong ambitions, she's still putting time and energy into taking down this powerful monster. To me, that says a lot. If she thought Snezhnaya and its people didn't matter in the grand scheme of things, why would she waste her time on something like this?
Yeah, I mean, it does make sense.
Thanks. I meant every word I said, though. I wasn't just trying to placate you. I've already done more than enough diplomacy for one day.
I still think this adventurer raises a very important point. Our two harbingers have made their positions very clear. But there are many others in the Vecha who must feel trapped and forced to vote against their conscience. I think it's a very valuable quality to be willing to speak one's mind, despite the risk of offending powerful figures.
You can say that again. I highly doubt we'd feel the need to explain ourselves so much if we didn't know you so well.
Forgive me, adventurer, but might I be so bold as to ask about your background? How is it that you can converse so openly with two harbingers?
Oh, haven't you been properly introduced?
Easier said than done. I like to think I'm not the kind of person who goes around busting open people's old wounds.
I've only learned his name so far, and no details of his experiences. Is something wrong?
Uh-oh. Is Is there no avoiding the subject of Rosaline?
Rip.
No, it's just... all right. I guess there's no getting around it. This is the world-renowned traveler who helped resolve the storm terror threat in Mondstadt, cleaned up after the mess I made in Liyue, and then went to Inazuma, where there was a duel before the throne in which the traveler defeated Rosaline.
Oh.
Rip.
I'm sorry. I didn't think you two would be seeing much of each other, so I figured it wasn't worth bringing up.
It's fine. It was a long time ago. It's fine. Sorry. I just remembered that we have a rehearsal coming up. Please excuse me. I should get going.
Oof, we rubbed her the wrong way.
I've mentioned this to you before, remember? She was Rosaline's most valued subordinate. But they didn't actually get along. Not that Rosaline was really the type of person to make friends, but death has a way of resolving a lot of conflicts.
That it does.
Don't let it weigh on you. Like she said, it was a long time ago. It's in the past now. Odette has a very different personality from Rosaline. Give her some time. I'm sure she'll work through it. Oh, by the way, where's Paimon? It's not like her to hide away.
She hasn't been feeling well, so she's resting at Podvorier Restaurant. I got a couple of my people to look after her while we were gone.
Oh, right. Sorry to hear that. Poor thing. Reminds me of when Tonya was little. She really felt the cold back then. Used to get ill all the time. I felt so bad for her seeing her lying in bed, coughing. She was so mature for her age, though. Whenever someone came to visit her, she'd greet them with a smile and would never complain. I'm sure Paimon's a good kid, too. You're a little short on manpower, right? Let me have a couple of my people take over for yours. I'll send my most capable and reliable. They'll make sure Paimon can recover in peace.
Well, that would be great. Your people are more qualified.
Hey, don't mention it. I'm sure you have things to do. Hopefully this takes a load off your mind. So no more accusing me of not being on your side, all right?
Already? That was quick.
I'm afraid I can't help you there. Our director's recent movements are confidential. Even we're not in the loop. If you hadn't told me, I never would have known he'd gone south. I assumed he'd been in Glupov this whole time. Well, I guess I'd better go sort out Paimon's security situation. I have some other work to catch up on at Glupov anyway.
Me too. I have an incident report to write up. Let's leave it there for now.
Well, that was a lot of information to take in right there.
I guess everyone's in a difficult position. But Tartaglia's right. I have things to do. Things I want to do. And things I ought to do. To start with, I should ask Alosha if he knows any way to help Svietlo Lydovka.
So we gotta go over to the other little section and see if we can get in contact with him. Okay. Apparently they just have us going towards the main gate of the city.
How strange. This sword seems to be vibrating of its own accord. It's a very faint vibration, but it's getting stronger as I get closer to the statue of the Seven. Does this sword have some connection to the statue? But all it does is vibrate, even when I touch it. That place I got this sword from was definitely out of the ordinary. Maybe I should try channeling the power of cryo.
Alright, give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna pull my stream back up. So, apparently it kind of crashed over on Twitch. 1 second.